Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and this is the video that I have been so excited to put up for you guys. This is my announcement video for the Introverted Reader Readathon. Yay! This is just my own little month-long readathon that I put together maybe about 2 years ago. But yeah, it's happening again, and it's going to be running from the 1st of September all the way through till the 30th. So it's a full month long, and yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, so I need to get my head together and tell you guys what's happening. So like I said, it's happening from the 1st of September in whatever time zone you are in at midnight all the way through till midnight on the 30th in whatever time zone you are. So yes, full month long. There are 7 prompts altogether for the readathon. So that means you can read 7 books, meaning 1 for each prompt if you wish. You don't have to. I'm going to be doing that because I like to challenge myself. Or more, I just hate myself, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be reading hopefully 7 books in the month of September. Hopefully in total. You don't have to do that. You can double up on some of the prompts, you can swap out on your TBR, you can DNF, you can change your TBR as many times as you wish. As long as it fits the prompt, you're absolutely fine. As for the prompts themselves, I tried to keep them as simple as possible. I didn't want to make them too complicated because this readathon, really my only rule for this readathon is that you read as much as you want, when you want, however you want. Like if you want to exclusively just listen to audiobooks, that's fine. If you want to exclusively read on your Kindle or your e-reader, that's fine. If you enjoy a physical read, that's fine. Like, do what you wish. Just have fun and be nice to each other. And yeah, that's really my only rule. Have fun and be nice to each other. So, and as well, I finally created an official Twitter for the readathon, so I will leave that link down below, so follow that. And the beautiful icon that is the logo now for the readathon was created by the lovely Cecilia, so thank you Cecilia for that. I gave her a little shout out on the Twitter, as you guys saw. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It was so not what I was expecting whenever I told her. I was just like, listen, you are the artist, you let your creative juices flow. All I said was, I was just like, I just want bright colors. I just want it to be like, you know, bright and noticeable. And what she gave me was not what I was expecting at all. But I was so gobsmacked. I was like, you did that. You did that. So yes, go onto that Twitter and follow it. Because I'm going to be putting like info threads and stuff on there as we go. So I'm going to carry on now and tell you what the prompts are. So like I said, there are 7 fingers prompts for this. So you, like I said, you can read 7 books if you want, but you don't have to. So the very first prompt is read a book that has been unread for far too long. So basically a TBR vet. Like you can just pick one that is just has been on in the back area of your shelf for like 2 years that you haven't read yet, or one that you meant to read maybe a couple months ago and you want to finally get to. For me, that could count for nearly every single book on my shelf. But I have decided for me that I am going to read for this prompt Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. This has been on my shelf for a minute. A lot of people on BookTube have been reading this. Some people really hate it. Some people really like it. Some people are in the middle. But yeah, I'm going to read it myself and see what's going on. I know it's about a witch and a witch hunter, but nobody knows that she's a witch, or they find out that she's a witch and they have to get married in order to keep her safe or something. I don't know. But either way, I'm going to read it in September and see see what everybody thinks of it, and maybe I'll review this because this is quite a popular one around BookTube, so I might review this. So yes, this is my read for the prompt, book that's been unread for too long. Now the next prompt is to read a middle grade book, and I have been sleeping on a lot of middle grade lately. There's been so many lovely middle grades that have come out as of lately. You guys know I did buy myself some middle grades for like my birthday and stuff, but the one that I originally picked out was Northern Lights But the author of that has just been saying some very problematic things on Twitter as of lately, so I don't want him anywhere near me. So I decided to go for a lovely middle grade that a lovely friend of mine sent to me, and that's Nevermore. The Trails of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend. Kaz over at Cats of Camera sent this to me for my birthday, so I'm sure she's very, very pleased right now that I'm finally gonna get around to reading it. I'm so excited because everyone on BookTube that's read this, like this book in this series, has just said how wonderful it is, so I am super excited to read it. All I know, it's about this little 11-year-old girl who is cursed. She's due to die on like her 11th birthday or something, but then she gets whisked away to like this magical school or something. I think that's what it is, but anyway, we're gonna read it and we're gonna find out. So yes, this is my pick for Read a Middle Grade. The next one, the next prompt I thought was really fun, and it is ask a friend / family member to pick out a book for you. So you can ask one of your siblings if you have one, you can ask your mom, you can ask your granny, you could even text your best friend and be all like, oh here, pick a book for us to read or whatever. I asked my sister, not the one that lives with me, the other one. I just texted her the other day and was like, listen, I picked out 2 books and I was like, can you pick one of these for me to read because I can't decide? And she picked one that I didn't think she was gonna pick, but she picked The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. This is kind of like book 4 in the it's not part of the like Truly Devious world. Like the Truly Devious trilogy is done. This is set within like the sort of the same world, but we're not at Ellingham Academy anymore. We're going to be going to a campsite, I believe, where this mysterious murder happened back in like the late 70s. And the owner of the camp calls our main girl Stevie. That's her name, right? Yeah, he calls our main girl Stevie and he's like, hey, can you come down and we'll do like a podcast together about the murders and whatever. And obviously she's like, yeah, of course. So yes, this is what my sister picked out for me, and I really do hope I like it because I did really like the Truly Devious trilogy, so I'll like this one. I'll like this one for sure. So yes, this is my prompt for ask a friend / family member to pick a book for you. And pets count for this prompt. So if you have a pet, you could like bribe them with some treats and get them to pick your book for you, if your pet is cooperative, that is. So the next prompt is to read a manga / graphic novel. So I have a lot of manga on my shelf, but there was one collection of comic books that I just have to get to right away. This is Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Lost Adventures Team Avatar Tales. This is a collection written by a whole bunch of authors, and it basically is just a whole bunch of cute little short stories. I don't think I'll read them all. I mean, knowing me, I probably will. But yeah, it's sort of like split into different sections. So let's see, there's like book 1, water, book 2, earth, book 3, fire, and book 4, more stories. So yeah, it's just a whole bunch of cute little short stories about Aang and everybody in Team Avatar, you know, getting up to fun and mischief. And yeah, so I might read a few stories of this. I'll probably end up reading the whole thing, knowing me, because I love Avatar. I love everything to do with it. So this is going to be my pick for read a graphic novel or a manga or whatever. Technically, it's a comic, but whatever. You can read a comic for that prompt. It doesn't even matter. Like, you could read a picture book for this prompt and it would count. So the next prompt after that is to read a book that is a sequel to a series that you need to carry on with or that you need to finish. And wow, there are a few series that I am in the middle of that I need to like read the final book for and or carry on with. My head is thinking the Dragon Republic, but I'm just gonna put that on the back burner for now. But the one that I picked for this prompt is one that I am so excited about, and it's The Kingdom of Copper by S.A. Chakraborty. I read City of Brass last month, right? Month before? It might have been the last month, but I absolutely adored City of Brass. I gave it 5 stars, and I immediately went out and got this and Empire of Gold. Empire of Gold is huge. This is chunky, but Empire of Gold is huge. But like, I'm so excited to carry on with this series. Like, I absolutely adored City of Brass. Like I said, I give it 5 stars. So yeah, I'm going to be carrying on with this for this prompt. And the next prompt is to read a book with LGBTQ rep. Doesn't matter what type of LGBTQ rep it is, wherever on the rainbow, it generally doesn't matter. Like, as long as there's queer rep in there somewhere, you're golden. But the one that I chose is one that I actually meant to read during Pride Month, but I never got around to it, and that's Camp by L.C. Rawson. Yeah, this, yeah, I need to hurry up and read this because I really loved his other book, Jack of Hearts and Other Parts. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I mean, it's set in a campsite, you know, and it's a gay campsite, you know what I mean? So, about this boy, and he has a crush on another boy in the camp. What's the boy's name? Randy. So it's about our main character, Randy. He has this crush on this other boy, but this other boy kind of like acts straight around everyone. So it kind of gets into his head that he needs to change in order to get this boy to notice him. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this for that prompt. And the very last prompt is to read a book written by an author of color. And again, I've been sleeping on a lot of books as of lately that have been written by some amazing authors. But I decided to go for We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faisal. I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry, it's my stupid, ridiculous accent. But yeah, again, it's one that's been on my shelf for a minute. I could have doubled up on some prompts, but I chose not to. I chose chaos. But, you know, but yes, again, I don't even really know what this is about. Saphira is the hunter. Forced to disguise herself as a man, she braves the cursed forest to free her people. Nazir is the infamous Prince of Death, assassinating those foolish enough to defy his Socratic father, the Sultan. Interesting. Interesting. So a little gender bending in there. We don't mind that. But yeah, I will definitely be reading this, and I will hopefully, I know I'm gonna like it. Cause like, I've seen people read this, and I know that they love it. So this is my prompt for reading a book written by an author of color. So yeah, that's my TBR and all the prompts. I'll just go through all the prompts one more time. So the first one, read a book that has been unread for too long, read a middle grade, ask a friend or family member to pick out a book for you, read a manga or graphic novel or a comic book, read a book that is the sequel to a series that you need to finish, read a book with LGBTQ rep, and the very last one, read a book written by an author of color. Obviously, I'm going to have a thread on the Twitter explaining all of the prompts and everything, so go and read that and times and whatever. We might be doing some Twitter sprints, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, my work schedule, my schedule might not allow it. But we shall see. We shall see. Fingers crossed we can maybe get some reading sprints done. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited about this TBR. Please follow the Twitter. Please let me know what your TBR is going to be. And yes, so follow the Twitter. Let me know what your TBR is going to be. And yeah, I'll see you in September. So the Readathon Twitter and my own Twitter and my Instagram will be down below as always. Subscribe if you haven't already. And ring the bell, because maybe I'll try and figure out how to do live shows on here so we can maybe do some reading sprints that way. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.